Can you all hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, very good. So welcome everyone. This is our second session, and we will be covering the first set of our vowels. So that's what we are focusing on today. Last week we talked about tones. You all did a quiz. Well, not everyone took that quiz. A few people took the quiz, and I'm sure you benefited from learning what your strengths were and where you need to work on. So thank you for those who took the quiz. This, of course, includes the quiz that we took during class, as well as the ones that came subsequently. So any questions about the quiz itself? Are there some questions emerging from that quiz? All right, well, if not, let me take a few moments and welcome some of our new learners. These are people who are joining us for the first time. So I know Ma-Eve is there. She's probably hearing us, although we cannot see her. Ma-Eve.
Hello, can you hear me? This is
Yes.
Eve Nadjilla. Okay, good. Yes, I could not figure out how to do the web camera on my computer, but I am seeing you and hearing you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So hopefully, let me see if that's a possibility to get you to start your camera. So anyway, but we can hear you, and I think that's what is important. And you'll be able to see my screen when I begin sharing it. So welcome, Ma-Eve.
Thank you.
From where? Minneapolis?
Minneapolis, yes.
Okay, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you. Ma Bernice. How are you? You're muted. Okay, I cannot hear you. I can see your lips moving, but I cannot hear you. So something isn't right. You're not muted from my end. So the challenge should be coming from your end. Well, while you sort that out, I think we have a few participants struggling to come in. Ma Irene is unable to join us. I see she's sending me a text now. Can somebody help her with Ma Lillian? Can you help Ma Irene get in? Okay. Who else? Okay, so we do have a good crowd. I know a lot of people are still on their way, so we'll just go ahead while waiting for them. So I was asking if you guys had the chance to take the quiz. Now, some of you did not. What I would begin with is to kind of just walk you through the, let me see. Just give me 1 second. I want to share my screen with you just to show you what it will look like when you log in. Can you see my screen now, Google Chrome? Okay, very good. So if you log in, you should see a couple of tabs depending on what platform you're using. If you're logging in from your iPad, as I'm sure you all know, you can download Google Classroom for your iPad or your phone or your Android tablet, as well as your laptop. You can access it from a browser. If you log in, you should be able to see under classwork all of this. All right, so we are in week 2, as you can see there, and we have some resources already posted. So if I click here, all Mungaka vowels, you should see 2 resources that we have. One is a video, and one is a PDF document. And if you scroll down, you would see a section called class slides. So this is where your class slides would all go. So you have week 1 here. Week 2 will be uploaded today as well. So you should be able to have that information after this class. And then the videos would be here. They're posted here under video resources and class sessions. And then class, the Mungaka, here is the, sorry, I just wanted to copy this information. There are some people who need it. I'm not sure why some people are struggling with it. I want to copy it and keep it handy. Uh-oh, looks like I cannot do that right now. Okay, no worries. I will try to sort that out later on. So do we have any difficulties navigating this platform, the classroom? Has anyone encountered any challenge? Okay, if not, that's good news. The other thing that I thought I shared with you guys, I haven't had any feedback and I'm curious to know what people are thinking. Some of you may be familiar with the game called Hangman, right? It's a word game. Let's see, I think I posted one version of the Hangman here. Let's see, right there. So if you click on that link, it should take you to this game. So the words all come from what we have seen during class time. Just so you know, there's nothing new that we introduce. This is basically for you to improve on your vocabulary and also your spelling. So if you're familiar with Hangman, you should see this screen, and this is where you begin playing around to see how good you may be with the game. Is anyone here familiar with Hangman? Never heard of it?
I am. Hi.
Who is that?
Oh, it's Lynn. Sorry, I'm just joining. I joined late.
Oh, hi, Marlene. Welcome.
Thank you. Njika.
So you're familiar with Hangman, right?
I am.
And finally, we can do it in Mungaka. Isn't that awesome?
It's amazing.
Yes.
Njika.
So yeah, Abubna. So you can try it. Now, I'm not even sure what the word is, but you can try different things. It's okay to be hanged. Let's see. How about that? So there is an A, I got that. Now I have to think of a consonant. Let's try B. Okay, no. Okay, T. So let's get the last word. Anybody wants to guess? Tap. Yep, I think that's it. So let's look for something is covering my screen. So oh, we're almost there. We're I think it is this. Tongue. There we go. So the word is tongue. Tongue is math. So this came from, again, the tone lesson that we saw last week. So there is another hangman for this week, and all the words that we will encounter would be on that hangman. So that's basically, it's a fun game. If you love playing word games, this is definitely one of those. We will be including, I think, crossword puzzles and a range of other things in the coming weeks, okay? So we are always looking for ways to make this an exciting adventure. All right, so basically you need to go to, again, like I said, classroom, and you would see again under week 1, Mungaka Hangman with tones. So it's a revision exercise. Think of it as a game. We do have a hangman already ready for this week, and you'll be seeing that after this class. So you'll be able to practice on that. It's showing up as draft from my end. You will not see it from your end, but once I post this out, you should be able to get it and practice. The other thing that we have incorporated this year is revision quizzes. So at the end of each exercise, we want to know whether you really mastered the lesson. So there's a quiz here to accompany it. this quiz would be available immediately after this class, so we encourage you to take that quiz as well. You would see the notification in your email once it becomes available. The next announcement I have for you is we have set up a Mungaka WhatsApp group. I know that there are many of those groups, but some people thought that it's useful since we are all pretty much glued to our phones. Our phones are always very handy, and you can have either reminders or even links to important resources posted on that WhatsApp group. So this is entirely voluntary. You don't have to be part of it. But if you would like to be part of it, do send us your telephone number. That's what we'll need for you to join that group. So just send your telephone number if we do not have it yet. If you think we have your telephone number, just tell us that you would like to be part of that group and we will add you. So again, this is a forum for announcements, for resources, and for any reminders that may be helpful as you embark upon this journey. Do we have any new learners? Okay, looks like a few people joined us. Again, like I said, one of our co-instructors is not here at the moment. He'll be joining us late. He has a meeting elsewhere. So I think that's it.
Maybe I can just introduce myself since I missed last week.
Sure, go ahead, Marlene.
I see your nice Canadian mug there.
Yes, Lynn. I need more of them. So you may want to go to the post office and send me them.
My name's Lynn Coburn. I'm in Hamilton, Ontario. I work in Toronto, and I've spent quite a bit of time in the northwest of Cameroon, particularly working with people with disabilities and working on social inclusion.
Okay, thank you very much, Marlene. I'm not sure what my screen looks like now. Apparently I was still sharing, but is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves? I see there are a couple of new people who have just joined us. So if you're new, feel free to tell us who you are and where you're joining us from. Okay, well, if not, no worries. We will continue. We have just spent the first 20 minutes doing some walkthroughs and introductions, so that's fine. So I would like us to spend the next 20 minutes going over some of the basic vowels that we'll encounter in this course. And then we will focus on two of them. If you look at your syllabus, you would see that we are focusing on A and E today. So just a few moments. Let me share my my screen here with you. Okay, so can you see my screen? Can you confirm that you see my screen? Oh, wonderful. All right, so let's begin with this quick. Yes?
We have a new learner who has not introduced themselves.
Okay. If you can pull them by whatever, I don't know, their feet or their hand and let them introduce themselves, that would be nice.
Yes, later. This is from
Sorry, I didn't hear. Oh.
Yeah, I was still on mute.
All right, okay. Okay, well, welcome back from Mukong. All right, that's good. Me are you. So we have a new learner, that is Ba Famukong, joining us from Houston. And we look forward to having you on a regular basis. All right, Abu. So if you can see my screen, you would see that we have 9 vowels in Mungaka. That's a lot, isn't it? How many do we have in the English language? We have 5. And I've contrasted those vowels with the ones we have in Mungaka. And so I want us to spend a few moments just thinking about what those vowels sound like. And then we'll focus on 2 of them. So for the next 4 weeks, we will be focusing on vowels only. We'll focus on how to write and pronounce those vowels properly. They're really key to you expressing yourself properly in Mungaka, either in terms of the spoken part or the written part. So the first one here, as you would see, by the way, I need some help with people who have talent. You guys know how you have like a song for all the vowels in the English language? I need a composer to do one for me in Mungaka. So if you're that talented, please let me know. Okay. So the vowels would be A, the first one here, A. And then there is A, so which is E. And then this one is E. So take note of the sound. This one is E. You may actually try to sound it out from your end. E. I'm talking about the curved E here, the one that comes after A. And then this one is And then the next one is E, the I. This one is I. So these 2, you don't have them in the alphabet, the English alphabet. We have E. This one is, again, not in the English alphabet, the cross I there. This one is and we'll see tons of examples. Like I said, we have 4 weeks to spend on this. And then we have O, sorry. We have O. This one is O, the half C, or the, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Then, it doesn't want me to click. And then you have U, which is the U. All right, so those are the vowels that we have in Mungaka. There are 9 of them. And we will examine 2 of them very closely. So the first 2 that we'll be examining today are A and A, so A, and so basically A in English, and E in English, and we will pronounce them as A and A. So we'll look at some examples. All right, so the first one, of course, is the letter A, or the vowel A, which is A. So we don't have a lot of words that begin with letter A in Mungaka, but you would find A in so many words. So you have to learn how to keep your mouth very open when pronouncing some of these words. I do have some examples here for you. So the first one here is a word that has, you would find this actually in your textbook if you have the Mungaka alphabet. And I know some of you already know how to pronounce this. We would try to get some of our basic learners to learn how to pronounce them as well. So would anyone volunteer to pronounce this for us? MBA with a low tone B. Anyone?
Can I try?
Yes, KK, go ahead.
Bao.
All right, very good, KK. But the tone there needs to be low. You see the low tone sign there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you a clue. Ah, the low tone, ah. If it's high tone, it will be ah. But this one has low tone, so the clue is ah. So think about that. You want to give it a try again?
Okay. Bap.
Okay, I think we'll come back to you, KK. You have to try again the low tone. Ah. Anyone else would like to help KK with that low tone?
Bab.
Can I try again? Low tone, low tone.
Bab.
Okay, very good. So again, like clue there is right? So So we're dealing with the vowel A, and it is pronounced in Mungaka as right? But then of course, the way you pronounce it now would depend on the tone that you're using. And so we'll see a good number of those words. The first one is mbap. Mbap. If there is no low tone there, it will be mbap. It will be mbap. But there's a tone there that says it's low, so it is mbap. Now you can see why tones are really important. Okay, so the next word that has the R sound is this one, M-A. Ma, ma. And there's a variety of this same word with a low tone, which would be pronounced differently. All right, let's move quickly to this one. This is a word that you would see a lot. B-A-M with a low tone. Anyone would like to sound it out for us? Same low tone as in mbap. Yes, Kate Mia.
Bam.
Low tone. Very good attempt, KK. Just listen carefully. Low tone. So that's the clue there for you. You want to practice again?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Bam.
No, I hear more of a rising tone there, KK. It's bam. Can you say bam?
Bam.
Very good. Can you hear the low tone there?
Yeah.
It's different from bam. Okay. So it's a different word from bam. It is different word from bam. It is different from bam. Okay. We're getting some noise from somewhere. Can you mute your phone or your computer if you're not talking, please? Okay. So the word there is bam. All right. So since we do not have a lot of time and I want us to quickly go through this, we have just 10 minutes left. I want us to very quickly look at a few other words that have the sound, and we'll come back during tutorials. I should say that we do have tutorials for about 20 or 30 minutes after class. That one is optional. You may want to stay if you want to practice some more, or you could leave if you feel that you have other commitments. So we do have 10 more minutes left for our regular time, and I want us to use this time judiciously. So we'll quickly cover the A sounds, and then we'll move on to the vowel E. If you have a question, please do not hesitate, just raise your hand and ask. So I did say that with the sound, you will learn a lot how to open your mouth. You know, you would have to be very attentive to how you use the sound by opening your mouth as widely as possible. The only difference now would be depending on whether there's a low tone or there's a rising tone or there's a falling tone. And again, this is where tones come in very importantly. So with the next set of words, we do have some verbs and we have some nouns. I'll take one from each. The first one there is a high tone. As you can see, there is no diacritic, no symbol trying to indicate that it is of a particular tone. One of the rules that you all remember is in Mungaka, high tones are unmarked. So when you see a word that does not have any symbol on it, know it's high tone. So with that said, how would you pronounce that word? K-A-B. I'll call on some of our new learners to try. KK, thank you, but let me try some other people, okay? All right. Ma Bernice, do you mind? How would you pronounce that?
Does my audio work now?
Mm-hmm. I
It
can
does.
hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't working earlier. Hi everyone. My name is Bernice Fokum. I am joining right now. I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So you want me to do this first one, the one KAP?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to pick fruits, harvest, and to take off.
So it's a verb in Mungaka. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I haven't heard that before. So ngap.
Okay, I think you're starting off pretty well, but I do hear an N there.
Okay.
Sounds
So
like you
maybe
added
just
an N.
okay. So maybe it's just cap.
Cap. Mm-hmm. What you were saying is money. I'm sure you know cap, right? Dollar.
Yeah, and that's what I thought it was at first, but yeah, there's
okay, no, that would be different. That would be very different. So that's very, very true. If you add a curved N there, it will be cap. In this case, it is cap. So if you grew up in Bali and you went harvesting, whether it's vegetables or fruits, the word cap would be used. Okay. And there's a sentence there to show you how to use the word or the verb cap. So again, the sound, cap. How about the this one? Let's use this as an example. Anyone else would like to try? I know with the M there, it's a bit tricky for people who may not be native speakers. Is Ma Eve there?
Yes, I will give that a try. Can you hear me?
So this word M-B-A-D.
Mbad.
Very good. That's excellent. Mbad. Mbad. Again, as you can see, it has high tone. Mbad, which means hill or mountain. Mbad. So there are some examples there of how to use that particular word. All right. So very quickly, I have to move on to letter E. Again, letter E is another vowel. You would see it. There are tons of words that have the letter E or the vowel E in Mungaka. And so the first one here is a word that is very easy. The trick there is that it has a low tone. Again, letter E is pronounced as what? Anybody? How is letter E pronounced in Mungaka? I already gave you the clue. A. Very good. Yes, A. A. So if it's just high tone, it's A. In this case, it is A, right? With the low tone, right? With the word there. So that's the clue. So you got the clue. Anyone would like to sound it out? Marlene, let me call upon you to help us out.
K.
Okay, very good. But it sounds more like the high tone there. A,
right. Sorry.
A,
let me try again.
A.
K.
Very good. Yes. So it's K. The low tone. Low tone. And there is another one with a rising tone, K, which I will not bother to write now. So as you can see, there are a whole range of words with that vowel. Here is another one. This one. N-S-W-E-N. Would anyone like to give it a try?
Can I?
Yes?
Swing.
Swain. Okay, thank you, Gima. Very good. Swain. So that's elephant. Ma Eve, do you want to try it?
Swen.
Swain.
Swen.
Okay. So I think, yeah, the A sound would need to come out more. So think about the A sound. Swain.
Swen.
Okay, I think I hear like an air sound there. but it will need a little bit of practice. Too many consonants. I see it's a bit tricky. Ma Benis, you want to try?
Yes, it's a tricky one.
Yes. So again,
Swin.
the elephant, swing.
Swin.
Very good. Yeah. So it's all high tone, as you could see in swing. All right. We'll try one more that has the A sound before wrapping up for today. This one. So I know there is that word. It looks like an English word, but it has its own way of being pronounced in Mungaka. Again, think about the E vowel, which is A. So this is the word. Would anyone like to sound it out for us? Yes, KK?
Lead.
Okay, very good, KK. I do hear the A sound there. Okay, excellent. Anyone else would like to try? So this word, which means tick. My Eve looks like you're practicing. You want to try it? So the clue again is A, and it is all high tone.
Lead.
Okay, that's a vowel that we'll come across next week. The one you're giving, it's the English version. You're reading it as if it were English, and we'll say led, right? Like somebody's led to a place.
Yes.
Lad. Okay, so let me give you the clue again. It's A. So laid. Very good. So laid. So that's the word, laid. All right. So again, it helps to practice some more. So we'll encourage you to keep practicing. Laid. I will just give you some few other words. Lela, which is a traditional festival. That's a big festival in Bali. Some of you may have attended Lela, or others may have heard of it. So those are all words that have the A sound. So in other words, the E vowel. As you can see in most of these words, we don't have any diacritics to indicate tone. So they're all high sounding. Finally, let me look at one more question.
Yeah, I wanted to make a suggestion to Ma Eve to think of the sound in the number 8. A. Maybe that will help.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Ma Lillian. So yes, that will help with the A sound, A. And the other one that we'll see that people often conflate with this one is air. So if you think about the English word air, I think that's the closest thing that comes to it, or the way you sound elephant, but we are not focusing on that one now. This one is the A sound, and it's slightly different. So we'll do some more practice. That's my timer. So we'll do some more practice. I want us to contrast that particular word, the one you just saw, which was laid, with this one that has a rising tone. So remember last week we looked at tones, and one of them was rising tones. So I will not sound this out. Can any of our learners help us with this word? Yes, Kate Mia.
Lead.
Okay, very good, KK. My only challenge there with you is you have more of the air as opposed to the A. So it should be A. So you do have the rising tone there, but it should be A and not air. You want to try again?
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Laid.
Okay, so it's laid,
Okay.
laid. as opposed to late. Remember that? See the difference? How much the tone makes a difference in terms of how you write them. So it is late. And the other word, can you mute yourself, KK? The other word would be late. Remember the difference? We saw that one earlier. So this one, tick, which is late. And then this one that is an adjective, late, which means heavy. Okay, so we have a word there, a sentence there to illustrate how you may want to use the word. So father's back is very heavy. That's the word. And we'll say bam ba late titi. Okay, any questions? All right, well, thank you guys for your patience. I understand some people may want to switch gears. I should remind everyone that we do have the Hangman game to practice with these words. So many of these words would come up in the Hangman game. We also have a quiz that will come up at the end of this class. Some of these words would also, and sentences will come up as well. So take particular note. And if you don't mind, we will switch gears very quickly. We can give people a break, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Do you want to take a break? And then we will come back for our tutorials. So maybe 2 minutes break if you need a bathroom break or something. Okay? So I would pause here for a little bit. And if you don't mind, I can also check in with other people. Anyone else who join us afterwards? My Comfort, me are you?
Chat you.
Me are you, Kama? Me Godi?
Oh.
Bitin yak tin chwe.
No, chomu ninju inje class ninga kak ma fa nga ba anjin bongket nga kenya.
Tu bongket ba. Ma Irene. Can she hear us? Okay, no worries. I'm sure if she can hear us, that's good. So welcome everybody who joined us when the class was going on. For those of you who are new, Nigodi is our co-instructor. So Nigodi, you may want to introduce yourself. We have some new learners.
Okay, hello everyone. I see my Eve Natjela. I see Ma Bernice. I see the name I see on my screen is I Tucker. I'm not sure.
That's Ma Irene.
Ma Irene, okay, wonderful. Okay, so my name is Godlove Guabe. I'm based here in Oklahoma City, in Oklahoma. I'm the co-instructor for this Mungaka 101. It's been a wonderful opportunity that we've had since we started this class, I think a year ago. And it's an honor to be with you guys. And I hope that by the end of the course, you will be able to grasp those basic concepts of Mungaka. You will be able to at least understand the basic notions as far as tones and the alphabet and things like that. So it's a practice. It's a constant practice. So welcome everyone, and I look forward to having a wonderful time with you. And a special welcome back to Marlene. Marlene, I'm so glad to have you back.
Jika.
Abumna. Okay. Thank you, Nigodi. Thank you so much. We're glad to have you back as well. The other new learners you did not get to see include Ba Famukong.
Oh, yes.
Who is with us. He's joining us from Houston.
Wonderful.
And we are missing Ni Raf today, Ni Sama. So would like to know where he is and how we can help.
And Ni Armstrong as well.
Ni Armstrong. We're missing a couple of people, but we are glad to have you all. Ni Francis also is joining us from Houston.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Ni Francis. Mia, you.
Mia, you need to Nchanti last week in Kakuba. But I'm very happy to be there today, and I'm so glad to see it. It's a much bigger class than we had last year, so
that's true.
It's very exciting. My Irene, Nchanti, my Yono, Nchanti, Alonimu Ibagachuwa, Marlene, everyone I greet everyone.
Does your sound work?
I think she's muted.
Yeah, not okay. Doesn't work. No worries. If you can hear us, don't worry, hopefully you will sort that out with time. The only challenge is that we would have loved for you to help us with reading some of these sentences, and you wouldn't be able to do so. All right, so a quick reminder, if you're not talking, just mute yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna mute, let's see. Okay, I think we will switch gears and go back to our tutorials. So this is when we try to get people to practice the sounds, but also how to write them. And we have two techniques here. One of them is to write them on a piece of paper. You may want to write slightly bigger than you would normally do. If you cannot type on your computer, you can write on a piece of paper and then you share it with us, or you can read it for us. And so we do have a word there which I would like people to make sentences with. And the word is BAM. So if you can hear me, I want you to write the word BAM. And I would like each person to take a few moments and write a sentence or construct a sentence with the word BAM, or tell a story, anything that comes to mind that will include the use of the word BAM. Okay, so that's my short assignment for you all. So I'm giving you 2 minutes for this exercise, and I'll be calling on individuals to share with us what they have written. And you can see there the sentence we have is Mbaple Maji Bam. So that's the sentence we have. And we also have the other word, which is, sorry, the other sentence, which is Bam Mon Maji Ndap. Bam Mon Maji Ndap. So these are two sentences for your review. You may want to come up with a sentence that uses the word BAM. So here is our short assignment for you.
Excuse me, is the second sentence translation, should it be the baby's bag is inside the house?
You're right, the baby's, sorry, uh-oh, I'm not sure what's going on. You're right, the second sentence isn't correct. The English version, it is the baby's bag. The baby's bag is in the house. It's not shoes. I think we changed the word and we didn't take care of the translation. So thank you for pointing that out.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so we'll fix that. We wanted to use the word BAM to show the kind of like, you would see that it is underlined. So if you recall from last week, when we talked about the rising tone occurring in certain sentences when a noun, a noun clause has a low tone, it takes on a rising tone if it's followed by one with a high tone. So in this case, BAM is the regular word. right? And because it is followed by a word that has a high tone, it becomes bam, mon. So again, that's grammar. We will not bother you so much with that. We simply wanted to point you to the principle by underlining it, by showing you that this is something we have encountered before and that you may want to practice on it for a little bit. And this is particularly useful for our native speakers, those who are already fluent. All right, so can we quickly share your sentences? So I just want to remind us of our time. We have 21 more minutes left for this tutorial session. Okay. So if you're just joining us, we are having our tutorials and we have just 21 minutes left to wrap up. So let's hear what you guys came up with. Yes, Kate Mia. You're muted, KK.
I said Bon Cham Bam.
Okay, come again.
Bon Cham Bam.
Oh, very good. What does that sentence mean?
It means that the children are carrying their bag.
Okay, very good. Bon Cham Bam. Very good sentence. Okay, anyone else would like to share with us? Anyone else wrote something down with the word bam?
I did.
Bam.
I did.
Okay, and who is that?
It's Mamuya.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Mamuya, go ahead, please.
Mine would be like a question. I think most of us have heard it. Mamaya.
Okay, very good. That's a typical question. We hear that a lot.
Maya.
So,
Maya.
bam ma ya. I'll write it down for our learners. Okay, let me see if I can get. Let's see. Okay, so let me just quickly go down here. I'll create a new. Let's see. So if I can get this. Did you write it on a piece of paper, Mamuyo, or did you type it out? So let me just make sure that I have. Okay, I don't have the right font. Okay, so bam ma ya bam bam. So we're kind of doing a linking here. Bam bam ma ya. That's what we would say, right?
Yep.
So again, bam bam ma ya. So this ya would be low tone as opposed to ya. So bam ma ya. All right. So take note of the tone there. Bam ma ya. So that's how. Is that how you wrote it, ma'am? Or you?
I think, Mama, you're muted. Okay.
I missed the connection. Mama.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I had an MA.
Ah, okay. So it will be, yeah, it's what the French would call what do the French call it again? Liaison?
Liaison.
Yes. So if you were to translate it, here when we look at the grammar section of Mungaka, means me, and in some cases my.
Yep.
So this would be translated to where is my bag? All right. And let's type KK's onto bone charm. And in this case, it's a falling tone there. Bone charm bam. Okay. The children are carrying a bag. Bone charm bam. Okay. Can we take one more sentence?
Can I go?
Who is that?
Gima.
Yes, Gima.
Mvu majibam.
Okay. Come again. I did not hear the first part.
Mvu majibam.
Okay. What does it mean, Games?
Dog is in the bag.
A dog is in the bag. Wow, that must be a mischievous dog. All right, so let's try to get that. We will have to introduce a new vowel that you have not seen, but we will see that the cross I is the U sound. So in Mungaka, U, it's different from U. Okay, so this is U, so mvu. Mvu, did you, so Games, come again with your sentence, vuma.
Mvu majibam.
Okay, my G takes a rising tone, G, bam. Okay, mvu, ma, G, bam. The dog. It should be, did I say bog? A dog is in the bag. All right, good for the dog. Okay.
For the last one, that almost sounded like the majimbam. Like it's lost inside the bag.
Oh, okay. That's a very good.
Was.
Okay, so what you're saying is, the would be, it's an sound. The. So this is how it is. To loss, right? Which is a verb. To lose, sorry, to lose something, right? So the one you're talking about is and I totally would understand how people may confuse the sound with right? So in this case, the difference is between the and the. So if you listen carefully, you could actually try this. The, which I'm not sure if that's a real word in Mungaka, but mvu is a word which is dog, and then the. So if you wanted to say, you could actually come up with a sentence here. Mvu a vermu. So my dog is missing. Yeah, my dog is missing, or my dog is lost. Yep. Can you try writing that for us? Let's see what it looks like. So yeah, so in this case, you'll be saying that your dog is lost. So there's a big difference there. We will see this, I think, maybe next week when we look at the 3 E's, I think. Then this one would come subsequently, the E and the U sounds or vowels. So it's a good point you're raising here. You just have to be attentive to the exact sound to know the difference. And I think this is why those vowels are really important. So good question. Was that Ma Bernice? Oh, who was asking that question?
It was Bernice.
Okay, good. So I think we'll just have to practice some more with the sounds. So again, the difference there is the v versus the u sound, which is as in v. Okay. Does that help? Does that clarify things for you?
Yeah, it does. And it looks like Nigodi wrote it out what the sentence you said is in the chat room.
Beautiful. I cannot see the chat from my end now. My screen is... All right. So let me hand over the tutorials to Nigodi. I know we have a few minutes left, 11 minutes to be precise. And so he would help us with the tutorials, maybe including letter E, which is the A sound, okay, or A vowel. Nigodi?
Yes, Ni.
Let me stop sharing my screen, and then you can take it over from there. So welcome once again.
Thank you very much. I'm looking for the Word document so I can. Did you send that to me, Nijut? Let me see.
Yes, through WhatsApp, and I can send it to you again now.
Please.
Okay, just 1 second. All right. Let's see. I think. Let's see. I'm trying to send it to you. I just have some difficulties here. So can you access your chat? I don't have my WhatsApp open right now.
You mean chat?
The chat here.
Zoom, yes.
Okay, I've just pasted the link there. No, I did send it to, sorry. I sent it to the wrong address.
Oh.
Okay, so just check your chat. You should be able to click that link.
Yes.
It will take you to that file.
I have it.
Okay.
Now it's loading, so.
All right, well, so just a quick reminder while Nigodi is getting his file open, we do have a quiz and a Hangman game from today's activities. You would see the words that we have encountered. Some of them, unfortunately, we don't have the time to go over all of them. But you will have, by the way, you have a vowel, a list of all the vowels with how they are sounded as a resource. Nigodi posted that on the Mungaka WhatsApp group, but you also have a link to it on Classroom. So if you go to Google Classroom, you should be able to access that file and listen very attentively to how those vowels are sounded. Again, we are available for questions. Anytime, just email us to send an email to Mungaka101 and we will respond to you at our earliest convenience. Nigodi, is it open?
Yes, it is open now, Ni.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, let me just go ahead and share my screen. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yep, we can see that.
Great, okay. So what we will be doing for this section, we will go over a few sentences and then try to read them and make sentences with the letters that we have learned today, which basically is the letter A. As Niju rightly said, we will be focusing on letter E next week. So for some of you who were here last week, we did see the tones in Mungaka, basically 4 tones. We have the high tone, which is unmarked. We have the rising, we have the high tone, which is unmarked. We have the low tone, which is marked by this grave accent. And we have the rising tone and...
Nigodi?
Yes, Ni.
Just sorry about the interruption. We've covered that. So if you don't mind, just go to letter E.
Okay.
Since we have limited time, we have just slightly 7 minutes left for class time.
Okay. So I'll just handle letter E today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, it's... Okay. So with letter E, we already got the pronunciation of the letter E. It normally would not be pronounced E as it is in English. The correct pronunciation will be A, just like in letter A in English language. So when you see in Mungaka, K-E, you will not pronounce it Ki, but you pronounce it K, because here it has a low tone, K. I think we've seen that already. And so one of the sentences that we have there is this one right here that I've just highlighted. I'll just go ahead and read the first sentence. I'll read the sentence and then I'll give you the opportunity to read that as well. So moon mandun K. If you say also ndun, so this is optional. Let me just take that off so we don't get confused. Moon mandun K. The focus is K with a low tone. Who can read that sentence for us? Moon mandun K. Any volunteer?
I'll read it.
Yes, Ma Bidmia.
Moon Mandun K.
Wonderful. One more time, please, so we can get it.
Moon Mandun K.
Correct. Moon Mandun K. If you listen carefully, she did not read this. We didn't hear the high tone. All we heard was the low tone, and it is clearly marked with a grave accent. Moon Mandun K. And K, as you can see here, is mat or sleeping mat. So Moon Mandun K. The baby is on the mat. So any other person to read that sentence for us, maintaining that low tone on the E on this word right here?
Moon Mandun K.
Okay, Ni Dema, thank you very much. Moon Mandun K. Wonderful.
Can I try?
Yes, please. Ma K, yes.
Mon Mandun K.
Okay, you read the sentence correctly except the last word, which is K. Low tone, K. So can you try it one more time, but say K.
Moon Mandun K.
Wonderful. Now you're making a great progress. Moon Mandun K. One more time, please.
Moon Mandun K.
The last but one trial was very excellent. Moon Mandun K.
Moon Mandun K.
Okay, now let's just get the word, let's just single out the word K. Can you just say K?
K.
Wonderful. Now if you can say K, just say Moon Mandun K. Take the time.
Moon Mandun K.
Okay, well I think we need to work on that. Okay, when we single out the word, you're able to pronounce that correctly, but in the sentence we still have some difficulties. But you're doing a great job, Ma KK. All right, so let us get another sentence, which is is a short sentence, and read it again. So this one right here that I just highlighted. We have seen one word with a low tone, which is K. Now we're talking about one with a high tone. Remember, it is unmarked. Now I think there is a new element that is getting in there. We have not seen that yet. But is there anyone to read us this sentence? Can anyone read for us this sentence that I just highlighted?
I can try.
Please.
It's Bernice.
Okay.
No, not the M. Ballet Jamafati.
Okay. One more time, please.
Ballet Jamafati.
Okay. Now, take note of this word right here.
Mm-hmm.
How do you read this word on its own? Just that word that I just highlighted.
Le.
Okay, now remember that the E sound is just as the A sound in the English language. So A.
Le.
Wonderful.
Le.
Wonderful, correct. So if you read it now, one more time, please.
Ballet Jamafati.
Wonderful. That was a good job, Ma Bernice. You did a great job. Ballet Jamafati. And you did a good job with the glottal stop. With the glottal stop, that's a concept we are still to get into, but you did a great job to read that sentence. So, Ballet Jamafati. I know this word sometimes for native speakers, English native speakers, the tendency is to pronounce it as let, but in Mungaka, you would pronounce it as lit. Now, Nidema, do you want to give it a shot? You want to give it a try, the sentence?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yes.
Ballet Jamafati.
Okay. Ballet Jamafati. Wonderful. That was great. Any other person to read that sentence? Okay. Does anyone have any question or any sentence they would want or me to type since we are running out of time? If you have any sentence with the letter E, be it low tone or high tone, you can just give it me. I will go ahead and type it out. Any sentence or Nijo? I think we can get one last one. How about that, Nijo?
Yes, one last one.
Okay. Okay. Now let us let me see which one we can. Okay. Okay. Let us look at this one. Let us look at this one right here. We have seen the A sound both used with a low tone and with a high tone. In this case, this is now let me ask Ni Dema this one right here. So what tone does letter E have in this word? Okay, yes, it is actually the letter E, but the tone, remember we have 4 tones, low, high, rising, and falling. But today we have not really seen many rising tones, but we've been dealing with basically 2 tones today. But what tone do you see in this word?
It's a falling tone.
Okay. Falling, yeah, falling. It is not really falling. Remember, falling tone has those 2. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, now you get it. But it's similar. It is similar to falling tone, but not really falling. But it still goes down. The pitch goes down still. The prompt. It starts with an L.
No.
Oh, low. Oh, it's a low.
There we go. Okay. There we go. So this word, great job. So this word has a low tone. So the E has a low tone. And the last syllable of that word, which is TI, has a high tone. So let us try and read this sentence that I just highlighted. Let me just increase the font. This one right here. Who can try that for us? Who can read that for us?
Nebti.
Okay. I think I heard Marlene's voice. Now, Marlene, can you read that sentence? I mean, you already read the word Nepti correctly. Now, how about the whole sentence?
Buma Nebti Muleng. I can't.
That was great. That was great. Now, this one right here is the sound and the curved end, which is lung.
Lung. Lung.
You got it. Now, try one more time, Marlene.
Buma Nebti Muleng.
Wonderful. Great job. Great job. Thank you, Marlene. So, Buma Nepti Muleng. Who wants to read it? Anyone?
I can try if no one else is going.
Okay.
Someone.
Maybe Ma Bernice, you go first, then Nidema. Go ahead, Ma Bernice.
Okay. I just realized the m after. Okay, so buma nepti mulung.
Low tone on the last word. This one right
Buma
here.
nepti mulung.
I can still see. I can see here a high tone on the last word, but it's actually lung.
Lung.
Okay.
Nepti mulung. Oh, okay, lung.
You got it now. Buma nepti mulung. Now your turn, Nidema.
Buma nepti mulung.
Okay. Now one more time.
Buma nepti mulung.
Okay, great. Buma nepti mulung. We shall see this sound subsequently. But you guys did
next week. Yeah, we'll be focusing on that next week.
You guys did a great job. Thank you very much. Right, Niju.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. And thank you for all of you who tried. As you would see, there is nothing magical than sounding it out, practicing, opening your mouth and actually trying it. It's a tonal language, so that means tone is really critical. So if you wanted to say, for example, lung, and then you said lung, it's different. That's a different word.
That's true.
So it will be very important for us to practice. So I would suggest that you all, one way we can keep the classroom very active, and this goes for everyone, is take a word, take a noun or a verb from the slides and try to construct a sentence for yourself and just post it on the classroom forum. And then we will see it and we can all correct it and help you to get your tones properly. One other way we can also help with your pronunciation, especially if you're going to join the WhatsApp group, is you can record something and share with us. So you can simply hit record on your cell phone and sound out a word, and we can tell you if you're getting it right, or we can sound it out the way a native speaker would do. So there are tons and tons of ways in which we can really improve our learning here. Nigodi, if you don't mind, you could stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
And so I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who could join us today. Next week, we will continue focusing on vowels. Like I said earlier, we will spend 4 weeks. Remember, we have 9 vowels. And so to cover those vowels, we have divided them into 4 weeks. And this is the first week. So next week, we'll look at a set of vowels, which would be the 3 E's. So we'll be looking at, we'll be looking at A, E, and sounds, and then subsequently we'll look at the E and the U sound. So again, tons and tons of room to practice here. As usual, if you have a question, do let us know. And I look forward to hearing from you guys when you take the quiz. So the quiz will be going up shortly. If you want to practice soon after this, please just go to Classroom and take the quiz and see whether you can recall. In fact, you can take the quiz several times, so feel free to take it as many times as possible, and you would get the corrections from us. So having said that, I would want to wish you all a very wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Okay? So,
right.
Bye, everyone.
Batiningap.
Bye.
Batiningap.
Batiningap.
All right, man.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye for Mukamia, you.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Titaya.
Nimo get tuition, I'm to join.
Come on, Betty tuition, come on, Betty tuition,
free.
Abu ma.
La, I'm a kid, you know, give me a table.
What you class finish now.
Oh, you're young.
Wow.
Batita.
I am good.
Wow.
Abu.
Everybody what's here?
Eh, Bata, there you are.
Mun set my class